Welcome to BeYoungandCompany.com. I'm your creator and host, Brittany Young, here with former University of Alabama and LaSalle women's basketball player Khristin Lee, and former University of Alabama and University of Southern Cal women's basketball player and professional Portugal basketball player Kaneisha. Now, Kane, talk about your deal. Congrats on that, first of all, but can you talk about that process and how that came about?
Well, it was a pretty long process. I was starting to get impatient, actually. I signed with this agency called 2 Points.
Mm-hmm.
I got in contact with them when I went to this combine in Tampa, and ever since then I was communicating with them, and they were trying to, they thought I was a really good player, and they was looking for teams for me to play with overseas. And finally, I got a call in early June about going to Portugal, and I signed. We went from there.
Okay. Now, Chris, you actually had the opportunity to go to Greece, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So, and you turned it down. So, can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, that was a very, very tricky time because I got that offer right after graduation in June, I believe. And at the time, I had just graduated. I just got my master's, and it was also, they wanted me to report very early. They wanted me to come out there June 25th. So I would have only had 2 weeks to, tie all my loose ends and say bye to my family before I left. And also the agent that I've been working with, he told me that he thought that I should pass it down, and because it was still early and I would get more offers. And also Greece is known to be like a beautiful country, but their economy is really bad right now.
Okay, so let's take a step back. You both were super seniors in high school. Kane, you were the #1 player in the country by your sophomore year in high school, and you both decided to go to the University of Alabama. I mean, you were highly recruited, top schools wanted you. What made you both decide to go to a football-dominant school and an SEC school that was, struggling, that hadn't had much success, and wasn't playing?
Well, I've been asked that question a lot. Why did I go to Alabama? But I was always used to my parents being at my games, and after I went on my visit, I liked the coaches and the players. They were very welcoming. That's where I needed to be. I should stay home and let my folks come to the game and watch me play. And I thought it was going to turn out really good, but it didn't. You said, was it playing?
Yeah, was it playing? You both in Birmingham, played on the same.
Yes and no.
Okay.
Because I think I probably signed first.
Yeah,
or
you committed first.
I think I committed first to come here, and then why not? Why Chris wouldn't come? And then we had Jasmine Robinson. She's a friend of ours too. He's like, well, she's gonna come too. This might be something good.
So you led the way. You all kind of wanted to change the game for the University of Alabama. You led the way, and then Chris, you said, okay, Kane signed, so let's just stay home and put on for the home state. Is that the kind of mindset you had?
Yeah. It was funny because I never wanted to stay home. I wanted to get as far away as possible. So Alabama was at the end of my top 10 until the summer going into my senior year. And then of course, knowing Kane since middle school, and we would always be like rivals in high school because she was on the west side, I was on the east side. And I was like, it would be nice to finally be on the same team. Another player that was highly recruited in our class, Khalida Miller, she went to Georgia. But we used to be at the elite camps together, so they were trying to get me, her, Kane, Shanice McKinney, who went to LSU. It was like a big package that everybody was trying to get at Alabama. So I was like, I've been playing with all these girls for years, so it would be something special. And like you said, I wanted to be a part of building something up instead of going to a program that was already established.
So things didn't really turn out the way you planned. Now, you suffered a knee injury in high school, and you got injured again the following year of your freshman season at UA. And then you sat out, came back and played. The team was still struggling, hadn't seen much success because you were playing all these years. And then after 3 years, you all got a new coaching staff. And both of you graduated. So what led you to make the decision to leave?
Freshman year I didn't start, but I played a lot. By my sophomore year, I was starting point guard, co-captain. My junior year, I just felt like that was going to be my breakout year. And I worked really hard in the off season. Was doing a lot of stuff as far as leadership and trying to step up. And after the first 3 games of the season, my coach he brought me in his office and he told me that he wanted me to take some time off because he felt like I had anger management issues. You know, that turned from being 1 or 2 weeks off to him trying to sit me for the whole season, and you know, I wasn't going for it. All the schools that I was looking at, LaSalle, the head coach Jeff Williams, he had, when I still remember to this day, it was like the second day of my official visit, and he pulled me in his office and he pulled up Synergy, which is the software that you can watch every clip of every game you've ever played in college. And he just was pulling up all my clips, and he was just showing me things that he liked that I did well, things that I could improve on. He was like, I don't know why they weren't using you more to do this, this, and this. And I had never had anyone, take that time to break stuff down for me like that. And that really showed me that he really cared about my game.
Same thing.
And like I said, I always wanted to get far away from home anyway, because I like traveling. So the opportunity to go from Birmingham to Tuscaloosa to Philadelphia, living in a big city, that was very appealing to me. And also, since I was getting my MBA, that's a great area for marketing and business, period, because it's so fast paced. So that's how I ended up. And they had one of the top MBA programs in the country as well. So I was like, if I'm going to get my master's, I want to get it from somewhere to hold some weight. So that's how I ended up at LaSalle.
Yeah. Okay, Kane. So what led you to leave Bama?
Well, I think I left Bama because I didn't feel like I was getting any better. Because I went there for basketball. I mean, it was a great school academically, but as far as basketball, it wasn't for me. I didn't feel like I was getting any better, and like the coaching changes and stuff, I didn't like it. So it was time for me to leave.
Okay. So what led you to USC?
What led me to USC? Well, like Chris said, she had the recruiting process over again. I did as well, because once I decided to leave and I let it be known, then school started calling me and trying to see if I could come on visit. So I took a visit to USC and Texas as well. I really liked Texas, but when I got to USC and saw how the weather was and the fast life, I was like, I need to be here.
7-11, 7 twice, man, 7 twice. Man, it feel like rocking the smack it in the smack it. Smack it in the.
I knew I needed to get away from home as well, because it's time for me to grow up, get away from my mom.
Okay.
Kaneisha.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. If you could do things differently, coming out of high school, besides your injuries, do you think if you had chosen one of the powerhouse programs that were recruiting you, that your career would have been different and you would have had more deals to go overseas and possibly play in the WNBA?
Well, actually, coming out of high school, I took a visit to Rutgers in Alabama. I really liked Rutgers. Like, I could have been there, but I was like, nah, I need to stay home and be with my, have my folks come to my games and stuff. But I almost went to Rutgers, believe it or not, because Vivian Stringer, she came to my high school 5 times. And we had a really good relationship, better than with Alabama coaches. But it was just something about staying home. But I think if I probably would have chose to go to Rutgers, I mean, I really don't know what would have happened, but I think I would have been pushed more there. Because, I mean, Vivian Stringer, she's a really good coach, and how they play, really fast paced. I would have liked that.
Okay. So, Chris, what about you? Do you think, in spite of your injuries, because you were injured your first year at LaSalle, do you think if you had gone somewhere else right out of high school, you would have had a better career and had more deals or been signed by now?
I really feel like if I would have went to Georgia, which is where I was headed towards until, like I said, the summer before my senior season, I know I would have been pushed a lot more. I mean, everything happens for a reason, so I'm not gonna say I have any regrets, but I definitely feel like I would be in the league right now.
Okay. So I know the goal is to get overseas, but from overseas, do you just want to make a career out of that, or is the plan to get to the WNBA from overseas?
The WNBA would be it would be nice to play in the WNBA, but I'm not impressed about it. If I can go overseas and play for 3-4 years and save up some money and live in different countries and get different experiences, then come back to the States and either get a corporate job or start a few of my own businesses is what I plan to do. So the WNBA would be nice, so my family would be able to come see me play again, but at the same time, I don't mind taking that tax-free money overseas.
Okay, what about you, Ken?
Me, I'm different. I don't want to stay overseas like my whole career. I want to get over there and do the best I can, and so I can come back to the States and play for one of these WNBA teams. It doesn't matter what team it is. I just want to get back here.
Because that's been a dream of yours for a while now.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you both have been in the gym working out with skills and development coach Daryl Barber. So what have you guys been working on? Do you feel like you're getting better, and what's been most challenging for you? Okay, you can go first.
Well, I've been working with Coach Barber for a long time. I've known him since I was a little girl. You know, we played under him when we were younger. So, I mean, it's always good to come back. When I come back home from USC, to come back in the gym, in this hot gym, and work out with him. But he really, the thing about Coach Barber, he really pushes you. Like, he pushes you to your limits. Like, he has me doing the craziest, like, handles, just the craziest stuff, but it really helps me a lot. Like some of the dribble moves that he has me doing, I really like them, and it helps me a lot. And yeah, it's great.
Okay, what about you, Chris?
It's been fun. It's been an adventure. Cause unlike Kane, I just started working out with Coach Barber when I came back from Philly, and he's taught me a lot about body control, stopping, using change of directions, and allowing the defense's momentum to use that to your advantage. So I definitely feel like I'm getting better, and I'm adding a lot of aspects to my game. And like you said, it's extremely hot in here, so it's the mental aspect of it as well. So I've been enjoying these couple weeks with balling with Barber.
Okay, so talk about the workouts being tough but helping you be better. So throughout this entire process, from college, the injuries, the transferring, the uncertainty about going overseas and getting a deal, has there ever been a time where you just said, it's not worth it, I want to quit and just get a regular job? Because it goes through all of our minds, and the reality is most females, they're done after college and they just go get a job. So has that thought ever crossed your mind, and if so, what's kept you going?
Well, that happens all the time. Preseason, the strength and conditioning, it runs through my mind all the time. When you're out there in the heat, and running the mile, and lifting weights, 45 pounds on each side, it's crazy. I mean, you think about, like, what am I doing? Is this for me? No, it's not. I don't do it. No. But you know what? I pushed through it, and
it's paid off for you.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
What about you, Chris?
It's been the opposite. I always feel like you just got to keep pushing, keep grinding. It's been a dream of mine since I was a kid. I'm not gonna let a few injuries or a bad season make me give up. Like, even if I don't get signed this time around, I'm gonna have to keep getting turned down until the point where I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna go corporate and get the big money. But until I know that it's over, I'm never gonna stop.
Khristin Lee, Kaneisha Horn, Brittany Young, BeYoungandCompany.com. Be sure to check out the website.